What's up guys? How you guys going? It's been a while since I wanted to put out a video like this, but I finally just got the time to do it, so here it is. This video is regarding a post I put up on Facebook a couple of days back, which asked people to ask me a whole bunch of questions about last known surroundings and I would answer them. So there were a whole bunch of amazing questions out there, but I handpicked a few for me to answer. And the first one is from Ruffy, which reads, what was the difference in your emotions when you first performed live as a solo artist for LKS and when you performed with a proper band? What was your thought process before and during and perhaps after the performances? So going back a little bit, for those of y'all who don't know what Last Known Surroundings is about, it's a solo post-rock project that I started in 2013. I was playing with a metal band called Sculpture back then, and I somehow didn't feel like I was entirely connecting with the music, so I started writing these sort of ambient, more instrumental pieces on the side. And since I couldn't growl over them or put clean vocals because I couldn't sing, I let them be instrumental, and that's when I slowly started discovering artists like Sleep Makes Waves, Explosions in the Sky, Mono, Caspian, and all these amazing post-rock bands that started influencing the style and the way I write. But at the same time, I wanted to keep a little bit of the influence that metal had on my writing style. And that led to the 2015 release of Soundscapes from Yesteryear, which was the first proper EP that I released with 4 tracks. And shortly after that came out, I had a friend ask me if I want to play live. And I really wanted to take up this opportunity to put my music out there. But at that moment, I wasn't sure if there were musicians who wanted to play this kind of music live. And the gig was so close that I couldn't put together a band. And so what I decided to do is take my backing tracks and subtract the parts that I'd normally like to play live and leave the rest on as a backing band, which was basically my laptop. And that's how I did it. I went live with my laptop and my guitar. What's really cool about this was, even though the album had just come out maybe a couple of weeks before that, people actually showed up to support Lost and Surroundings, and there were 7 people there, which was way more than I expected. And apart from that, there were a whole bunch of people because it was at a flea market, and it was interesting for me to be on that stage because I never planned to take Lost and Surroundings live, and there I was on that stage in front of people playing these songs. And it was an emotional experience. It was something that I actually connected with because it was nice to see people out there responding to my music. And that made me take the next gig offer that I got, which was at House of Blues, which was a more intimate, smaller venue. And there were a whole bunch of people who actually showed up, more than just 7 people this time. And that was when it actually hit me, and that's when I realized that yes, people do connect to my music, and on stage I can actually see that and feed off that energy, and that was something I wanted to continue doing. But as fulfilling as the laptop gig was, it did not really feel complete. So I decided to put together a live band, and that's when I got into talks with Raji, PJ, Alan, and Benda, and we decided to take Last Known Surroundings live as a band. And when we took it live, it was completely different to the gigs I was used to, and that's what made it awesome. And every time we played live, as we kept playing shows, even till the last one, it kept building this energy that it was not just us jumping up and down on stage. It was everything. It was this exchange between us and the crowd, and that's what makes every Last Man Surrounding gig so personal to me. Seeing people react to instrumental music like that is insane. It's absolutely insane. I have a very tight emotional connection with every gig I've played, and that's what makes me want to write more music and take it out there. To see you guys respond to it in such a way is absolutely fantastic, so I can't wait to do it again. The next question is from Vaibhav, and it goes like, your biggest influences on LKS and how the Australian prog scene adds to the drive. Well, this is a really interesting question because it was the Australian prog scene that actually influenced me to start Last Man Surroundings. A band called Sleep Makes Waves from Sydney is my biggest influence, and it's just about the way these guys write their music. It's not just your typical post-rock. It has elements from all different types of music which make them such an amazing listen to. And I recently got to catch them live a couple of months back, and it was an insane experience. It was nothing like I experienced before. There was also bands like Dead Letter Circus and Carnival that played a very, very big influence on my writing style back then. Apart from the Australian prog scene, artists like Explosions in the Sky, Caspian, Mono, and God is an Astronaut would probably be my biggest influences in writing post-rock guitar-based music, but also artists like Oliver Arnolds and Nils Fram, who are mainly piano synth artists, are a huge influence on the ambient soundscapes that I write. Alright, so the next question is from Vishnu, which goes like, what gear do you use to record and play live as a solo artist? So, it's this, my Focusrite 2i2. This was the first thing I got with my salary as an intern. I saved up 3 months of my stipend to get this, and it's probably my favorite thing in the whole world right now. My Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 is the only thing that I probably use to record my guitars, and this lets me hook up my guitars into a DAW where I use a whole bunch of plugins to get my tones. And the other piece of equipment is my M-Audio Axiom 25. And I don't use this as a conventional MIDI keyboard, although at times I use it to dial in a few ambient patches, but when I play live, if you've noticed, I don't use a traditional processor. I use my hand to change patches, which is via the M-Audio. I also use it to control the master volume, release backing tracks, and edit other volumes on the fly. Next question is from Zubair, which goes like, the first artist / band which pops in your mind when asked who is your inspiration? Sleep Makes Waves. Undoubtedly Sleep Makes Waves, because they were the first post-rock band I've listened to, which inspired me to start writing LKS. And as Sleep Makes Waves kept putting out albums, their music just seemed to get so much more better. It's like a journey, and that's something I aim at in future LKS songs. So yes, Sleep Makes Waves is my biggest influence. The last question is from Sean, which is somehow not related to LKS, but I guess I'll answer it anyway. It goes, Sculptures, are you guys coming back? I highly doubt it, man. Although it was fun to write metalcore sort of music back then, it's not something I see myself doing, nor did I see myself doing back then, and that's the reason why I quit the band to start Last Man Surroundings on the side. But yeah, no man, I'm gonna keep my focus to writing Last Man Surroundings music. So that brings us to the end of this Q&A session. I'll post another one of these posts sometime in the future if you guys want to ask me some more questions. About this vlog thingy, I'm gonna probably do it more often. And it's not going to be just about Last Man Surroundings, it's going to be about all the different artists I listen to. I'm probably going to interview artists over here around Melbourne. There's some amazing talent on the streets when it comes to the buskers. There's amazing bands out of Australia's prog scene who I'd love to talk to. Thanks for supporting me, guys, throughout this whole thing. If you've just stumbled upon this, I urge you to go check out my music. There's more stuff coming out. There's a new re-released, re-recorded album that's in its way, and more updates on that in the next vlog. A whole bunch of playthrough videos gonna be coming out via this channel. And yeah, if you like this sort of stuff, please hit subscribe, hit like on the video, share it along with your friends. The aim is to get the music out there. So thank you so much for everything. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers. See ya.